host. Living intentionally can sometimes feel like hard work, but it doesn't have to. Sometimes the most intentional thing we can do is to stop and slow down. Check it out. Want to be more intentional this fall? Then slow it down. I know with the kids back in school, holidays just around the corner, and activities adding up, this one can be hard to do, but it is so important. When you are racing a million miles a minute, you tend to go into autopilot. And when you go into autopilot, you aren't connected to your spirit. So take yourself out of autopilot and do what my daughter's nightly meditation says. Breathe in, breathe out, count 1, 2, then do. It's a mantra I repeat to myself quite often. It slows you down, allows you to center, and brings you back to the moment. So you can give whatever you're doing your full attention with intention. But slowing it down doesn't always connect us to our spirit. Sometimes we need to take it one step further and push pause on our intentional plans so that we can process our feelings and hear our inner voice. I need some space. A phrase that's a kiss of death in most relationships may be just what you need to set your intentions straight. And when it comes to intentional interiors, it can be daunting. Dealing with the deep feelings of why you want to change your space and then doing the actual work to make that change can get overwhelming. Trust me, I know it. So my advice, when it gets to be too much, take a break. Leave your house for a few days, a few hours, or whatever you can do, and come back to it with clearer eyes. Sometimes a little walk is all you need to see your space in a new light and get clearer on how you want to set your intentions. And one of the best ways to give yourself a break from the intentional grind is to take an intentional nap. Yes, you heard me right. The act of napping can be just as intentional as the act of doing. Are you a doer? For most of us, we're living in a do more kind of world where we're expected to pile on the projects, add in more activities, and be booked 24/7. But what if the best thing you could do was to take a nap? Not just any nap, an intentional nap. When you intentionally shut down, you give yourself a minute to recharge your soul and let the universe work on your behalf. And when you let the universe take charge, you will come to find that more gets done towards reaching your hopes, dreams, and desires than you could ever possibly do it on your own. Plus, you will wake up refreshed and ready to put your intentional energy to work. So go ahead and close your eyes. You're doing more good than you can imagine. Truly, don't underestimate the power of a nap. Look how well it suits our kids.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
But if a nap isn't in the cards for you, because let's be honest, finding some time for some shut-eye can be quite difficult when you're trying to juggle work, life, kids, and more. See if you can give yourself a little quiet time away from it all, even if it's just for a few minutes. Want to be more intentional this fall? Give yourself some quiet time. Take a bath, take a nap, meditate. It doesn't really matter. Just shut everything off and spend some downtime with yourself. This is how you connect to your spirit, begin to be guided by your intuition, and recharge yourself. Too much of our quiet time is spent scrolling social media or staring at the TV, and that does nothing to help move us in the direction of our desires. So quiet down and give yourself a minute just for you. And when all else fails, you can always give yourself an intentional reboot. With a few simple steps, you can rewire your thinking, recenter your soul, reconnect to your spirit, and reinvigorate your intentional way of being. Are you intentionally all tapped out? If so, you may need an intentional reboot. Living intentionally requires focus and dedication. So when you're too tired, overwhelmed, or overbooked, it's no wonder you may find yourself intentionally off track. But all is not lost. Sometimes you just need to realign yourself with your intentions. And the first step to doing this is recognizing you are out of alignment. Once you see that, you can quickly get yourself back on track with these few simple steps. First, take 3 big breaths, clear your mind. Next, bring your focus back to the present moment by calling out things around you. A dog walking by, a crumb on the floor, your kids eating dinner. And finally, make a strong statement to yourself, claiming the intentional energy you want to bring in. Something like, I am now focused and free of distraction. I am now working towards my goals. Notice the words I am, because those are the magic words. When you say the words I am, you're telling your subconscious mind what to be. And when you want to be realigned, that's the quickest way to shift back. Regardless of how you do it, just give yourself a break from time to time. We aren't built to just mindlessly navigate our days. We have the power of our spirit to guide us and make life more magical if only we can slow down and hear it. And when we do this, life takes on a whole new meaning and our intentions manifest before our very eyes. With that in mind, what manifestations have you been making? We want to hear from you. Share your most meaningful moments with the Intentional Home and Living, and you may be featured in an upcoming show. Send your stories in to Courtney@CourtneyMyers.com or leave a comment below. Our intentional community is always better when we band together. And remember, new episodes of the Intentional Home and Living drop every Tuesday. Subscribe today so you don't miss out. or follow us at CourtneyMyers.com on YouTube or on social for our daily intentional home and living tips. See you soon. Check it out. Setting a vibe for all of winter. So the more grateful you are, the more your intentional world is going to open up. Now you've got my attention.
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma.